What's up, I'm Jeff Haynes from Tech Bargains, and this is the video review of the HP Elitebook 2170p laptop. Business professionals want a system that's made to last, that can handle multiple tasks at once, and that can also take the bumps and the knocks of travel. HP believes that it has exactly what they're looking for with the Elitebook 2170p. Featuring a full-size keyboard and lots of options, HP thinks that this is the perfect machine to handle all of your day-to-day tasks. But should you consider actually getting this system for your business? Let's find out. The Elitebook that we reviewed came with a 3rd generation Intel Core i5 3317U processor running at 1.7 GHz that can be boosted up to 2.6 GHz via turbo. It came with 4 GB of RAM and was supplemented by Intel HD Graphics 4000. It also came with a 500 GB hard drive spinning at 7200 RPM, and content was displayed on an 11.6-inch LED backlit HD screen with a native resolution of 1366 by 768. The system also packed 2 USB 3.0 ports, one of which was a sleep and charge port, a display port, 5-in-1 card reader, Bluetooth 4.0, Windows 8, and a headphone microphone combo port. Now, one of the things that we noticed is that this machine is clearly designed to help users multitask and get their work done much faster thanks to its performance and its ports. The Core i5 processor managed to handle everything from web surfing to file importing and processing, as well as document work without a hitch. Regardless of the system load we put on the Elitebook, we never detected any heat issues or audible fan noise when it was running. Additionally, we appreciated the extras that the Elitebook came with, like packing a sleep and charge port on the system, the 5-in-1 card reader, and the ability to dock the system with one of HP's docking stations. Plus, we definitely liked the layout and the feel of the chiclet-style keyboard, which was backlit and spill-proof. While the layout of some keys are a little bit different than some standard keyboards, it's easily adjusted to after a while. We were also pleased by both the look of the machine and how sturdy the Elitebook was. The magnesium shell and silver finish on the inside and outside of the machine look slick, while also providing solid protection from falls and bumps thanks to HP's Protect Smart technology. It even had a significant amount of flex, with the screen having the option to lay completely flat. The durability matches with the additional security features included with the Elitebook to ensure that your work is very well protected. Sure, there's a fingerprint sensor for secure login access, but you also get spare key software which lets you set up security questions to enter your system. You can also pair and configure a Bluetooth-enabled phone for access, or use the Protect Tools Security Manager to set up and enable various security software options. Another plus for the Elitebook was the battery life of the computer. HP claimed the system would get around 8 hours 15 minutes with the 6-cell battery, and we managed to pull about 6 hours during tests, with the full recharge taking just over an hour. Finally, we like that HP is offering this machine with a lot of configurable options to suit the need of its users. You can boost the processor, memory, size of hard drive or solid-state drive, kind of battery, or even include HP Mobile Broadband to have 3G and 4G LTE connectivity. Now, this comes with a caveat, because if you pump up all of the options, you're looking at a $2,000 machine, which is definitely too much for this system. That raises the first issue we had, which is trying to justify the price of this laptop itself. For what you receive from the computer, you can easily pay less for a similar workbook from a competitor that can do a much better job. Unless you need all of the HP-specific bells and whistles, you might be better served with a competitor system or one of the standard Elitebook models for business. Another problem we had was the touchpad, which was just horrible during use. The system came with a track point in the center of a keyboard and a touchpad surrounded by 2 sets of mouse buttons. Now, this design layout isn't particularly isolated to HP, but it does make the computer feel a bit outdated, especially when the extra real estate for the layout could have been dedicated to a larger and better touchpad. Its responsiveness was really lacking, and we couldn't help but find ourselves having to use the pad multiple times to get it to accept the most basic of commands. That was very infuriating. We also had a few design qualms with the Elitebook that stood out. For one, we didn't care for the power button, which is actually a toggle rocker switch on the side of the machine. This change didn't make a lot of sense when most users are accustomed to power buttons on the front or the top of the lower deck. The bulk of the system was a bit significant as well, with the laptop measuring in at just over 1 inch thick, which removed its thin and sleek nature from consideration. When you add the 6-cell battery, which sticks out from the rear of the laptop, you add additional weight, and that further detracts from its portability. Finally, we have to admit that the graphics and the sound were quite disappointing. HP boasts impressive visuals for the Elitebook, but the quality of these visuals on screen were plain at best. Picture quality and clarity of images were lacking, and even with the brightness level maxed out, the screen looked dark and grainy. If you looked at it from any angle other than head-on, you'd be subjected to bad color shifting and screen darkening. Sound quality was horrible also, even though it's supposed to be crisp and powerful. Even after we tried to boost the audio, we really didn't detect the premium sound experience promised by the speakers. As a business machine, the EliteBook 2170p is durable for those users that are constantly on the go. It packs lots of security features and options to help you get your work done, and it has very strong battery life. But all of these strengths are tempered by weak touchpad responsiveness, lackluster graphics and sound performance, and a price that doesn't exactly match up with what you get from the computer. Now, it's still a relatively strong system that can handle all of your business needs, but it's not exactly the perfect business solution. For these reasons, we decided to give the HP EliteBook 2170p a 3.5 out of 5. For the latest coupons and deals on systems like the HP EliteBook 2170p, be sure to check out techbargains.com/HP. To enter our monthly giveaway, make sure you always check out techbargains.com/YouTube, and to watch our video unboxings, video reviews, and exclusive video features, be sure to check out techbargains.com/videos.